Right now, lawmakers in Washington are working to get a deal done before a government shutdown this weekend. We take a look at how that potential shutdown could impact us here in Wisconsin.
Also, the family of a man who went missing while fleeing from police before being found dead is still looking for answers. Hear from one of the people who led the investigation, what he's saying to News 3 Now.
And later, Madison police are seeing an increase in bike thefts in the city. Why you may need more than just a bike lock. Welcome to News 3 Now. The federal government is inching closer to a shutdown. Federal workers will start getting furloughed if a deal is not struck by Saturday at midnight.
Now, this could have wide-ranging impacts for people right here in Wisconsin. And political reporter Will Keneally sat down with one of them. He joins us now live from the west side of Madison. Will?
Well, Eric and Charlotte, we're right outside the Social Security Administration building here in Madison, which houses dozens of federal employees. We spoke with one of those employees who would be affected by the shutdown, who says that there's a little bit of hope that there might be some resolution, but she's still feeling anxious.
Some of us are still holding out hope that a shutdown can be avoided, but it looks to be all but imminent at this point.
And that's when Jessica LaPointe starts planning. She's worked at the Social Security Administration here in Madison for more than a decade and represents those employees as their local union council president.
You know, as government workers, we're not sitting on piles of cash. You know, we mostly live paycheck to paycheck, like myself. You know, 60% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and federal workers are no different.
When we spoke late Wednesday, she hadn't received any notice yet from the Social Security Administration, but even the rumors of a shutdown get people planning. That's because essential workers like her are required to keep working during the shutdown, even as they aren't being paid.
It's stressful. There's a lot of pressure right now to really sit down and look at the finances to figure out what is on auto withdrawal in your bank account.
And she says the impact may extend beyond just the weeks and months that the federal government may be shut down this time around. Her agency faces short staffing and significantly low morale.
So we do expect employees to leave federal service as a result of feeling abandoned by their Congress during this time.
But as we're now approaching a shutdown in a matter of days, the impact can certainly be personal.
I have a Disney World trip planned for my 11-year-old son in November, and I'm looking to have to postpone that, unfortunately, to just stay afloat during this uncertain time.
Now, Congress will again have until Saturday by midnight to pass some kind of deal, else the government will shut down. Reporting from Madison, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. The Wisconsin Supreme Court is rejecting a lawsuit looking to stop any attempt from the state legislature to impeach Justice Janet Protasiewicz. The court decided Tuesday not to hear the lawsuit, issuing the order without comment. Protasiewicz did not participate in the decision. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos has been looking into the possibility of impeaching Protasiewicz if she does not recuse herself from hearing a pair of redistricting lawsuits. Protasiewicz has not decided whether to recuse, and the court has also not ruled on whether it will hear those cases.
The Didion Milling Company is pleading guilty to federal charges in a deadly explosion from 2017. Last year, a federal grand jury indicted Didion on 9 counts, including falsifying records, fraud, and conspiracy. The plea deal calls for Didion to pay a $1 million fine and more than $10 million to the estates of the 5 workers who were killed in the blast at the company's Cambria mill. The company also has agreed to a 5-year organizational probation. Federal inspectors will also be allowed to visit the mill without advance notice up to twice a year. In a statement from Didion CEO Riley Didion, he says in part, "What happened in Cambria in May of 2017 was tragic, and we continue to offer prayers for those who were affected. With this agreement in place, we can devote our full attention to serving our team, community, farmers, and customers with the highest standards of safety and quality." Well, drier today than the last few days. Let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Charlotte, we still have the clouds around, but even those are starting to break up, and we'll see more sunshine beginning tomorrow. Live view from the Platteville-Quimby Radio Skycam does show partly sunny skies there, although clouds have pretty much socked in the rest of southern Wisconsin. Starting to see those clouds break up a little bit late in the afternoon. But as we look at Doppler track, the good news is no rain. And when was the last time we could say that? We've had enough rain over the last few days, and we'll have a few days to dry out. Current temperatures are in the middle 60s. Madison right now 65, Janesville at 66. Boscobel at 70 degrees. They've had a little bit of sunshine out there. Here in Dane County, 67 in Mount Horeb, 66 degrees in Wanakee, and 66 in Stoughton. Look for skies to become partly cloudy this evening. Temperatures dropping off to about 60 by late evening. Later on, I'll take a look at a warm-up as we head into the weekend, and then maybe a cool-down toward the end of next week.
Gary, thank you. Christopher Miller's family says they went 9 months without answers from law enforcement about their missing son who disappeared last winter after running from a traffic stop just outside Janesville.
Now, our Braden Ross is sitting down exclusively with one of the people who led that investigation to get answers for Chris's family and the community. Braden?
Yes, since he went missing last winter, Christopher Miller's family has been very vocal about their feelings that finding their son was never a priority for law enforcement. Law enforcement themselves, however, hasn't said much at all about this case until now. I sat down with a captain at the Rock County Sheriff's Office who led this investigation to get the answers to some tough questions.
You have a family here that feels like they weren't heard, that feels like they were dismissed. What do you say to that?
Rock County has been very transparent in everything that we've done in this investigation. And we understand they're grieving, and that's where we're at.
I talked to Captain Thompson about the entire investigation from the night Miller went missing to who was really in charge of the search efforts. Miller's body was found in August in a vacant house 6 miles from where he first went missing. You can watch the full investigation right here on News 3 Now tonight at 10.
In West Dallas, an investigation is underway after police officers shot and killed a man this morning. It happened when officers responded to a call of a domestic issue. Once they got there, officers met a man armed with a knife. 4 officers fired their weapons. The man died at the scene and no one else was injured.
In Beloit today, the Rock County Sheriff's Office says it arrested 5 people as part of a nearly year-long investigation into cocaine sales in Rock County. This morning, 6 search warrants were done in the city of Beloit. Money and 3 guns were seized during the searches. All suspects face several drug-related charges. 2 of them were released. 3 others remain in custody.
A cable bike lock isn't going to cut it because Madison police say thieves are just going to cut right through that and get away with your ride. Police say bike thefts are up in the city and thieves have stolen $330,000 worth of bikes this year, not even including crimes for this month. Liz Windsor says individuals stole 3 bikes belonging to her children, including one that was locked. She got one of them back, but says it's changed how her family uses their bikes.
You really can't take the bike unless you're going to a friend's house. You can't take it to any kind of public location and leave it unlocked. It has to be locked all the time.
She's not alone. Patrol officer Carlin Becker says the Isthmus area is the prime target, but thefts are happening all over the city.
It happens at all times of day. They don't care. It's in broad daylight. It's in widely public places. They're just literally walking around looking for something that they can take.
Becker recommends storing your bike inside. If you can't, she says buy a U-lock and registering your bike's serial number on bikeindex.org.
A truck driver in the right place at the right time yesterday when they helped put out a vehicle fire in Madison. Crews were called to the intersection of East Washington at South 6th Street. This was just before 1 yesterday afternoon. A truck carrying carbon dioxide was just ahead of the car that was on fire. So the driver used a hose line to bring liquid CO2 from the truck to the car and put out the fire. Firefighters then used a hose line to cool down the car with water and finish the job. No injuries were reported.
The Dane County Sheriff's Office is reminding drivers to not pull over into the flex lane when stopped on the Beltline. Officials say stopping there endangers deputies and other drivers. It's also illegal. State law requires drivers to always pull to the right curb or shoulder and stop when approached by an emergency vehicle with lights and sirens activated.
Phase 2 of the lower Yahara River trail is now underway. Today, county officials mark the start of the next phase of the multi-use trail. It'll connect Fish Camp County Park and Lake Kaganza State Park just south of McFarland. A new trail isn't the only upgrade coming to Fish Camp County Park. There are a number of accessibility improvements, including a walk-in kayak ramp and fishing pier. Those are planned at the park to complement similar updates at parks up the river.
The installation of accessible piers underscores our commitment to breaking down barriers and providing opportunities for members of our community to connect with the natural world. This is a true demonstration of our belief that nature should be accessible to everyone.
In total, the Fish Camp County Park upgrades are expected to cost about $550,000 and be complete by the fall of 2024.
Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, the Coats for Kids campaign needs your help for one final push in donations heading into the last week.
Plus, some volunteers from SSM Health are preparing for a big trip to Guatemala. What they're going down there to do. The story after this.
Get 11% off at Menards and add style and function to your home, where the perfect fixture can spotlight your newfound skills in the kitchen, where the right pendant takes daily dinner from basic to brilliant, and where your decorating choices are all of a sudden illuminated. With Patriot Lighting, your lighting becomes a reflection of your personal style. Pick up this Brooklyn pendant light for only $59.98 after 11% rebate. Get 11% off Patriot Lighting, only at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
There's a reason big dental bills often come as a shock, because sometimes you don't realize what's not covered until you get the bill. That's why affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual is important. It can give you benefits that go beyond what you get from more limited coverage plans. Because no one likes a big dental bill, especially if you're retired or on a fixed income. For a free information kit, call or go online now. This isn't some discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance that helps cover over 350 procedures, like cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures, at any dentist you want. Dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company helps cover preventive care, basic work, and major procedures, with no deductibles and no annual maximum. For your free information kit with all the details, call now or visit sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual. Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection is here 24 hours a day.
7 days a week for all your residential and commercial plumbing services.
From installation, repairs, and maintenance to complete sewer and drain cleaning, we've got you covered.
Visit MononaPFP.com.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection, a name you can trust when service is a must.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
They are the ones who take care of us when we need it. But starting Monday, some nurses and doctors from SSM Health will be heading to Guatemala to provide surgeries to patients who otherwise wouldn't be able to get it. Some of them have been waiting as long as 20 years for procedures that are done here often in a day. The 20 to 25 healthcare workers will be taking some supplies, but 2 nurses who have been on the trip before tell us they are often working with the bare minimum that we take for granted.
Like having pillows on our beds or having ice packs that we can fill. They don't have those very basic necessities, so you have to kind of troubleshoot and be creative in the ways that you take care of them, and it's so nice to see that they are so thankful for the basics.
And those nurses pay for the trips themselves and travel with the organization Faith in Practice. News 3 Now is helping the team document this trip and will bring you exclusive updates in the morning and on Live at 4 starting on Monday.
Well, we are coming up on the last week in our Coats for Kids campaign, and so far we've collected 1,642 winter coats. But right now, we really need your help to make one final push. We're asking you to check your closets for any winter jackets, mittens, hats, and neck warmers you are no longer wearing. You can drop them off at any area Clinky Cleaners from now until October 7th. Now, you can also buy a coat or other winter apparel off the club's Amazon wish list, and we have a link to that on channel3000.com/coatsforkids.
After the break, a Wisconsin high school coach and player are being honored by the Packers and the NFL this week.
And speaking of the Packers, they have a big game against the Lions later tonight, but it won't be on TV. How you'll be able to watch the game from your home.
Plus, will we be getting more sun by the weekend? Gary with your complete forecast when we return.
This Friday through Monday only, everyone gets up to 65% off list. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale, and it's a huge deal. Get our best discounts of the whole year, up to 65% off, only at Slumberland Furniture.
From working out to catching up, and of course, game night. Your home is the groundwork for all of life's awesome moments. This is Tom Coyle. My family and I say thank you. We're proud to have been a part of this community for 78 years. And during our 78th anniversary event, carpet installation is just $78. Coyle Carpet One Floor and Home. Beautiful, made affordable. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Just look at them. State-of-the-art Honda hybrids, making ecological art out of any conditions they encounter. Rugged, dependable, stylish performance with fuel efficiency and low emissions that'll make a tree hugger blush. What's this phenomenon you're witnessing? It's the future, today. Electrified driving built for Wisconsin. Get your Honda hybrid now at your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer. Honda gets Wisconsin.
After 118 years, McGann Furniture is closing its doors. The owners are retiring. Shop now at McGann's Price Crash Going Out of Business sale and take an additional 25% off the already lowest marked sale price. Everything must go. Prices crashed on quality name brand furniture, bedding, dining room sets, and accessories. Free financing. All credit welcome. Special sale hours. Hurry in today to the Price Crash Going Out of Business sale at McGann Furniture, downtown Baraboo. You'll be glad you did.
Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
At 4imprint, finding the promotional products you need to create a memorable moment is an easy mission. Our expert team will take care of every detail to make your success a certainty. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com. 4imprint, for certain.
This Friday through Monday only, everyone gets up to 65% off list. It's Slumberland's Customer Appreciation Sale, and it's a huge deal. Get our best discounts of the whole year, up to 65% off, only at Slumberland Furniture.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. About 1 hour from now, the Packers will be squaring off against division rival Detroit in a battle for first place in the NFC North. However, you won't be able to watch without an Amazon Prime account. That's because Amazon has exclusive rights to Thursday night football games. A monthly subscription costs $14.99, while a yearly one costs $139. If you haven't been an Amazon Prime subscriber in the last 12 months, you can sign up for a free 30-day trial. Kickoff for the game is set for 7:15. A pair of area high school football programs are being honored this week by the Packers and the NFL. Monroe High School and football coach Toby Golombiewski was named by the Packers High School Coach of the Week, and the Packers highlighted the team's fundraising efforts for Justice for a Cure, a Fitchburg-based nonprofit that fights against cancer. Meanwhile, Milton High School defensive tackle Jaden Mayer was given the NFL Way to Play High School Award. That award highlights a player who shows proper playing technique across all levels of football. Milton High School will get a $3,000 equipment grant from USA Football.
Madison is being named the most neighborly city in America for the second time in 3 years. That's according to the website neighbor.com. They use publicly available data, including charitable donations, volunteer work, and low crime rates to get this year's rankings. Madison took the top spot back in 2021, then fell a second last year behind Rochester, New York. And this year, Madison was the only Wisconsin city to crack the top 25. Warmer temps moving in as we head into October. Gary has our complete forecast.
Yeah, and 3 things you need to know about the forecast. We still have another chance for some fog tonight after all the rain we've had the last few days, but the weather will remain dry all the way through Tuesday of next week, and we'll see warm temperatures with highs in the lower 80s for Saturday and Sunday and around 80 for Monday and Tuesday of next week. Final drive forecast for the big game tomorrow. That's 7 p.m. kickoff, Lodi at Columbus. Boy, what a nice night for football. Mostly clear skies, temperatures upper 60s at kickoff, mid 60s by the end of the game. Of course, no rain, just comfortably mild. And for the weekend, look for high temperatures, lower 80s for both Saturday and Sunday, 82 with gentle winds out of the south and mostly sunny skies both days. You know, over the last 7 days, we've gotten a fair amount of rain. Many areas, anything that shows up in red is over 2 inches of rain. In some areas have been more than that. Areas that are not in red, and they're few and far between, have generally been about 1 inch to 1.5 inches. But over southwestern Wisconsin, from Madison to the south and west through Platteville, much of this area saw anywhere from 3 to 7 inches of rain. Also up into northern portions of Grant County and southern Crawford County, right along the Wisconsin River from Prairie du Chien to Boscobel and Muscadet, about 5 to 7 inches of rain. And then even south and east of Madison, from Milwaukee eastward into Jefferson County, and then southward into northern portions of Walworth County north of Lake Geneva, many areas seeing 2 to 4 inches of rain. But Doppler track right now, free of precipitation. I expect it to stay that way for a while. The U.S. Drought Monitor just released today as of Tuesday. You can see still extreme drought conditions over parts of western Wisconsin. Severe drought north and west of Madison, a moderate drought elsewhere. Notice here in parts of east central Wisconsin down to abnormally dry conditions. The worst drought conditions, exceptional drought conditions over parts of east central Iowa and along the Gulf Coast. This area could use some rain, and it's been dry there, but hopefully they'll get some welcome rain as we head into the winter with an El Nino winter shaping up. Southern part of the United States likely to see more rain, and this is kind of what the jet stream pattern would look like during an El Nino pattern. You see the southern branch of the jet stream near the Gulf Coast, the northern branch of the jet stream heading to the north. Usually that leaves us high and dry, but it also brings rain down to the south, which is where they need it. Planning United across Dane County, look for a low 54 in Brooklyn, 56 in Cottage Grove, 56 in Stoughton. Again, some patchy fog possible overnight across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 56 in Platteville, 56 in Lone Rock, and 51 for the overnight low in Wautoma. Here in Madison for tomorrow, partly sunny and mild, high temperature at 76 degrees, and the temperatures go up from there, up to 82 for both Saturday and Sunday in your first warn 7 to 10 day forecast, 80 for Monday and Tuesday. Scattered shower, thunderstorm chance on Wednesday as a cold front comes through, and then temperatures actually drop back to slightly below normal by next weekend. Good news is the rain chances are going to be pretty low for the Badger homecoming game, but high temperatures will be around 60 for next weekend.
The Milwaukee Bucks fans are still pinching themselves after the team was able to get superstar player Damian Lillard in a trade yesterday. Now the Bucks Pro Shop is working hard to stay stocked on their new player's jersey. The good news is they say new jerseys are constantly being made, and you can find them at the Fiserv Pro Shop and online.
The last 24 hours have obviously been a whirlwind, and the impact and what we've seen from fans thus far has been really exciting and overwhelming, you know, as we start to gear up for the 23-24 season.
The Bucks start the regular season on October 26th at Fiserv Forum when they take on the Philadelphia 76ers.
And coming up in sports is a primetime NFC North showdown with the Lions tonight, while the Packers say they haven't forgotten about those last 3 meetings. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is wholly words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Hold it! Imagine a world with no drama.
I haven't signed Jody's card yet.
Ordering promotional products guaranteed to create memorable moments is an easy mission at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
He was last seen fleeing from a traffic stop in Rock County. Months later, his body was discovered in an abandoned home miles away. What happened to Christopher Miller? News 3 Now probes for answers in an exclusive discussion with the Rock County Sheriff's Office.
Tonight at 10.
It's only week 4, but this game has huge implications for both the Packers and the Lions. We're talking about potentially going as far as winning the NFC North and getting into the playoffs. So a win tonight would go a long way. But right now, Green Bay isn't focused on down the road. They're looking to snap a 3-game losing streak to Detroit. And let's just say they haven't forgotten about last year's Week 18 loss that kept them out of the postseason.
It's always the past, but honestly, I lost them twice. And the year before, they lost the last game too, so they 3 in a row, right? So it means something. It's going to be a dogfight, and you just got to be that way.
David Bakhtiari won't be in the lineup tonight or in the near future. The Packers have placed the all-pro left tackle on IR as he continues to deal with a knee injury, so he'll miss at least the next 4 games. Bakhtiari was active for the season opener, but hasn't played since. The reigning national champs dropped the puck on their season tonight, and the quest for an 8th national championship begins for the Badgers. Wisconsin opens up on the road for 2 games against Lindenwood, a team they're a perfect 14-0 against. Last year, they outscored the Lions 16-0 in 2 games, and after summer workouts and a couple practices, the Badgers can't wait to hit the ice.
A lot of excitement in the air. We're bringing 7 new players into the roster from last year, so the process, similar to other years, is the same. And you know, we start, and the best way to start is to play some competition and see where you're at.
This is what we've been prepping for so long now, and more than ever, our team's so ready to go, and everyone seems to be on the same page, so we can't wait to go.
A rubber match between the Brewers and Cardinals. Garrett Mitchell back in the lineup for the first time since April 18th, and he made his presence felt. 3rd inning, Crew up 1-0, and Christian Yelich smacks one back up the middle to score. Mitchell from second. Brewers blank the Redbirds 3-0 the final.
And a good week for the Badger football team to heal up. It's a bye week, preparing for that homecoming matchup next week against Rutgers, right?
Meanwhile, there's no bye week for the Wisconsin Huddle. This week's episode is still on for tomorrow at 6:30, and this week I caught up with Badger center Tanner Bortolini, and I decided to challenge him to a game of darts. And welcome to Wisconsin Huddle Unleashed. I'm Zach Hanley. He's Tanner Bortolini. We're going to play some darts. Tanner, when's the last time you played darts?
It's been a few months, so I might be a little rough.
A few months? Who's picking these games?
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
What number do I need? 6?
Your job is all fun and games.
Oh, I did beat him at darts. I will let you in a little secret.
He's a little bigger than
Bullseye. Yeah, just tiny bit, yeah.
Gary, final check of the forecast.
Temperatures right now are pretty nice. We're starting to see some breaks in the clouds, at least over Madison on the WISC-TV Skycam. Platteville and Quimby Radio Skycam showing a little more sunshine there. And you see temperatures are mainly in the mid to upper 60s. Very comfortable for this time of year here in Dane County. 65 Madison, 67 in Mount Horeb, and 67 in Belleville.
All right, Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Have a great night, and we'll see you back here at 10.